Y'all ready? One, two, here I go. When your prayer to the heavens hears no answer, and your head sick and writhing like a broken dancer, grab a hold, love. I can hold us. Don't stay lonely. Bring it to me. Now you've fallen in the black well. Slip it farther, and your poor legs are seasoned from treading water. Grab a hold, love. I can hold us till the rocks hold on tight, love. If you trip, lean on. Little love you can lean on. If you trip and lean on, I'm a lover you can lean on. If you trip, lean on. Little love you can lean on. If you trip and lean on, I'm a lover you can lean on. Are you scared for tomorrow? Can we make it? Here's a ring for your finger. If you take it, grab a hold, love. I can hold us through the undertow. Don't let go, love. If you trip, lean on. Little love you can lean on. If you trip and lean on, I'm a lover you can lean on. If you trip, lean on. Little love you can lean on. If you trip and lean on, I'm a lover you can lean on. If you trip, lean on. Little love you can lean on. If you trip and lean on, I'm a lover you can lean on. Lean on our love. 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 Lean on our love.
Yeah, you can, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. So we've been doing this now for 3 weeks, where we source questions from the audience.
Ooh, that's
and
cool.
if they have any, it's like an Instagram Q&A
Very cool.
without the Instagram.
Yeah.
and I'm the Instagram.
Got it.
So we got some interesting questions. 5 questions to be exact. So the first question is, if you had to choose a musician to quarantine with that you have worked with, who would you choose? But you can't say
Nathan Schramm.
You can't say Nate, and
Damn
you can't say your bandmates.
Okay.
Sorry, Nate.
Tom York.
Tom York.
Yes.
You've worked with Tom York.
Oh, that I've worked with?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. No, I have
okay,
not worked
cool.
with.
But that's a good choice.
Michael League.
Michael League. Snarky Puppy.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Shout out Michael League. Next question is, how has critical response to your music changed or evolved over the course of your career? And how has it affected you along the way, / do you read your reviews?
How has critical... Wow. Oh, man. This question just sent me off on
it's a little deep.
Let's break it down. So first part was, how has critical response changed throughout my career?
Right.
I mean, I think that... Like, I remember the first record that I ever made, not released properly, just like a little demo that I made to give to my family at Christmas to put in their stocking and say, hey, I made something on my mini disc recorder. I remember like getting a sort of strange reaction, like sort of like, do we need to put you in therapy kind of thing? Like, are you okay?
I feel like that's a very common reaction from your family.
Yeah.
Like from people's family.
Yeah, totally. Angsty teen. This was like, these were the first songs that came out, and they're very, very dark and like, yeah, angsty. And people don't ask me if I'm doing all right or if I'm okay anymore. So I think that's good. Yeah. So that was part one.
I guess the next part of that is, do you read your reviews?
I mean, yes and no. If there's an article that I like, I was like, had a phone conversation with someone for an hour, I'm interested in seeing how that turned out. But I try not to get too attached to them. Although there have been some really bad ones that I've felt inclined to like frame and put on my bathroom wall. Because I do find humor in when something is so bad and to the point where like so bad and so wrong. Like there was one where a guy was making fun of my lyrics, but it was an Usher cover, and he didn't even know that it was not my song. But yeah, there's stuff like that Usher. Where it's right, yeah. No, it's kind of mean for He was like her like high school girl lyrics, and I was like, that's Usher.
He doesn't look like a high school girl to me.
He doesn't.
That's just my opinion.
Although when I was in high school, Usher looked great to me.
Oh, I'm not saying he doesn't look great. Still.
Mm-hmm.
Third question: what is a song you wish you wrote?
Oh, Case of You.
That's a great song.
Such a good song.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
What were your go-to dishes during quarantine? Dinner dishes.
Were?
Yes, or are.
Okay.
We're kind of like going out now, so it's like we're not totally locked down, but.
That I cooked or that Nate cooked?
I'd say both. Why not? Maybe
so
do one each.
Nate makes this wonderful dish. We call it, so it's a bolognese sauce, but we call it Nate's famous Italian chili. Oh. Because it's so good that it doesn't even need the pasta. We just okay. Eat it out of a spoon. Ooh. Man, that stuff is good. And today he turned it into lasagna. Wow. He made a bechamel sauce, put the Italian chili on the pasta. Oh, it was so good. I have some in the back if you want to see it. But you can't have any because COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But what about one that you cooked?
Nate, help. What's something that I make on the regular? Go to. Something. I do a lot of vegetables. I'm like the salad and vegetable queen. Okay. And I eat kale, like an entire head of kale, like almost every other day.
Well, so you know what I'm going to shout out, because for your commission here, I believe it was your commission, you played with Tim O'Andress, who's a great pianist and composer. And there's a video of him on YouTube where he goes through a recipe that he does a lot. It's a salad. It's like a steak salad. Have you seen this?
No, but I think I've eaten it.
Okay,
at his house.
I took that recipe and I make it like once a month or more. It's great.
There's a kale salad recipe that I haven't made in a long time, but it was my go-to for many years, and it's just kale with balsamic and olive oil, salt and pepper, dried cranberries, and toasted pine nuts. And it's like so mind-blowingly good, you wouldn't even believe it.
Wow.
And the longer it sits there, the better it gets. There's a video of me making it online, weirdly enough.
Okay. I think it might be the same channel, actually. It's like the same people. They take like musicians and like yeah. So on that, you'll find. Okay, look that up.
Yeah.
Look that up.
I think I know his video now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then the last question is a very typical question of. Well, this is a little specific because they want to know if there are any updates or anything new with the Lighthouse Band or any solo stuff, and I'm just gonna ask, what are you working on?
Okay. So I'll go in order of that question. Lighthouse Band, we've been writing and scheming about a new record. We have like a Dropbox folder with ideas in it and stuff we're working on. Me, personally, working on a lot of like random collaborations. I was just in Spain, staying, the first part, Nate and I went to Portugal for a writing project that was funded by the Portuguese government. We were there for 2 weeks. I was writing with Justin Stanton, Louis Cato, Gisela Joao, and Mike League. The 5 of us, each person wrote a song with the other person. We made an album's worth of material and recorded it while we were there. And then we drove across Spain down to Els Prats de Rey, which is where Mike lives. He has a house there. And while I was there, I finished a record that we'd started last winter with a trio called the Secret Trio. They're a Turkish Macedonian trio, and it's them plus me and Mike, and it's all original material. So I did all my vocals and guitars on that, and then we drove to Denia, where Nick Hard lives. He mixed and co-produced Wonder Bloom and does a lot of Snarky Puppy stuff, and finished a record that Nate and I have been working on basically since the day that we met. In a nutshell, but this record, we recorded it years ago, and it was the project that was the reason why we met. He was in a string quartet playing my music. And so it's a bunch of my songs with string quartet. We finally finished it, and tons of stuff. I don't want to bore you, but there's a lot.
You're not boring me.
It's like, now that I'm not on the road, I finally have time to like finish all these recording projects, and I can record at home. I just did some vocals for Brad Meldau from home, and just last night, Michelle, and this morning for me, we did some vocals and crazy video for another James Shipp Virus Diaries video that is going to come out before Halloween, and it's going to be amazing and hilarious.
Fun.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with On Your Face, Keep the Mask On, James Shipp. You should look it up. It's really, really good.
All right, shout out to James Shipp.
Yeah.
2 P's, right?
Yep.
It's 2 P's.
2 P's. James Shipp.
Well, that's all the questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Edward.
Thank you, Michelle, and thank you, Chris. That was another beautiful set.
You're a wonderful interviewer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not a professional at this. So.
You've got the face for it, like from here up.
Yeah, you can
it's
see.
Perfect.
Right. My eyes are just anyways. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for coming physically. If you guys, the chicken and the egg. If you guys want to support the Jazz Gallery, become a member. If you're already a member or can't become a member, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Sign up to our email list. You know the deal. Go on jazzgallery.org and you can buy tickets for all of our upcoming events. Thank you, and have a good night.